A Buncombe County library has apologized and returned a God Bless America sign removed from a display. Some people in Fairview were angered when library staff removed it from a display honoring Constitution Week. News 13's Frank Fraboni joins us with tonight's reality check. And Frank, why did the library remove the sign?
Library officials say there was a concern about separation of church and state, but a national organization that defends religious freedom says what it was censorship. God Bless America, a sign Buncombe County library officials have returned to this patriotic display after first removing it. For fear someone might be offended. Library patrons were stunned.
You mean the librarians didn't want that in there?
I think it's very organic to what is placed here, and I just don't understand why somebody would be offended by that.
Library staff took it out just days after the Daughters of the American Revolution completed it to honor Constitution Week.
This individual was concerned about the change.
Someone got upset and called the Alliance Defending Freedom, a national organization that fights for religious freedom.
What they had done had violated the First Amendment. They had singled out religious speech and tried to quarantine it from public view.
Their legal counsel says that's censorship and illegal under the very Constitution the display is meant to honor.
Director of Libraries Edward Sherry says he made the final decision to remove the God Bless America sign based upon existing library policy.
Sherry says the library manager called him after the display went up.
She told me about the God Bless America sign, and I said, I don't see that that's germane to the exhibit on the Constitution.
Sherry says existing library policy gave them the sole discretion to decide what went into their displays. But the Alliance Defending Freedom in a letter informed them what they were doing is illegal.
They had tried to say that the group couldn't include the God Bless America sign because somebody else might be offended. But the whole point of protecting free speech is to allow individuals to say things that some people might not want to hear. That's the whole reason we have a First Amendment.
The county attorney responded, saying in light of existing case law, they instructed staff to return the sign to the Fairview Library display.
We were told by our own attorney that that policy was at this point obsolete.
Sherry says he's now working on rewriting the policy after realizing they had no legal right to censor a public display.
We just want to praise the library for quickly recognizing that it had overstepped its bounds, that it goofed, and correcting it by allowing the group to put the God Bless America sign back in the display.
Sherry says the policy was just never updated after being written in 1983, before many of the legal cases and challenges that now make up the existing law. If you have an idea for a reality check, you can write me here at realitycheck@WLOS.com.